Today's Monday, January 31st, and it's 4:52 p.m. Eastern Time. This is the weekly chart for the Australian dollar US dollar spot pair, which is currently trading at 0.70669. And from this weekly time frame, I've identified three local support resistance levels. So I was looking at the history of this Forex pair, and I identified these levels based on past history. And this is the current week that the Australian dollar US dollar spot pair is currently in right now, this green candlestick right here. So going into last week, or towards the end of last week, I did take a long position. So just to bring it in a little closer, this is the daily time frame. So each candlestick is a day's worth of trading, and you can see that price got rejected here back on January 14th, then again on January 20th. The second rejection here, subsequent to that, price came all the way back down here and retested the local support level of 0.702. And when it did that, I thought that was an ideal opportunity for a long position, because if this was a valid support level, then I would anticipate a bounce above this level. So when price fell to 0.69956, that's when I took a long position. So I'm going to zoom in at the 30-minute time frame. Well, let me go back to the daily. So yeah, so as price was coming down and hit this low, when price came back up, forming this wick, that's when I took a long position. So if I show trades, and if I zoom in at the 30-minute time frame, so here's my confirmation bubble right here. I entered one mini lot only for 10,000 units, and this is my entry price of 0.69956, which I've marked up with this white horizontal line. And so this is when I entered the position based on this candlestick right here. So this candlestick, this 30-minute candlestick, I entered at the top of this wick. So now that that's there, I'll just go ahead and close that out. And since I entered this trade, it pretty much went sideways from January 28th all the way up until last night at 8 o'clock in the evening, when price started working its way back towards the retest of the local resistance level, or the support level of 0.702. And price got above it this morning at 1 a.m. and has been steadily working its way up towards the upside. So let me back out to the 2 hour. So from my entry here to this stop, this is a 25 pip stop. So if I measure it here, so it's 0.0025. So this is a 25 pip stop from my entry. So I had marked this up, so if price got rejected right here and come back down, then I was only going to risk $25 in this trade because the concern was that the trend would continue further towards the downside. So I thought I'd just limit my loss to $25. Fortunately, price broke above the resistance level and is heading towards my 1 to 4 risk reward take profit level of 0.70956. So again, using my measuring tool, if I mark it up here, it's a 0.01. So this is 100 pips from my entry down here to this take profit level here. So this is just a soft take profit, because if there's a strong continuation above it, then I'll most likely stay in the trade and possibly, take it up here. And so up here would line up with these levels. and that would be over 1,700 pips. So that is something far down the road. I'm not even going to worry about that at this point. So I'm just monitoring it from here. So if I click on the trade tab, the trade is up $70 right now. So it's 70% on its way of completing the 100 pip move for my initial take profit right here. What I'll do is I'll just place an alarm right here, because this appears to be another area of support and resistance, because here price was rejected, and all along over here as price was running up, price was acting as support. So I'll place an alarm here just to notify me that in the event price was pulling back, then I would reevaluate the trade. So right here. So that's the status and rationale for this trade. What I'll do is, as the week progresses, I will do another update, and until then I'll pause it for now, and I'll pick it up in a bit. Today is Tuesday, February 1st, and it's 6:21 p.m. And this is a 4-hour chart and a status check on the Australian dollar, US dollar spot trade. And from the 4-hour time frame, price is now trading at 0.713, and it's now higher than my take times 5 risk to reward, approaching 6x at this point. And from where I entered and where price is currently at, it's approximately 136 pips from my entry. Here's my alarm just in case price does pull back. So if I open up Active Trader, the trade is up $135 since entering this trade. So so far so good, yeah. I'll probably start considering closing it out at 7x. I know that seems far-fetched, but we might see some sort of consolidation at some point as price works its way higher towards maybe 718, or I might even consider 716 as an exit, and then look for another setup for another long position. But that's TBD, to be determined, dictated by price. So I'll pause it for now, and I will pick it up in hopefully in a few hours or maybe days. All right, see you. So it's February 1st, it's 9:07 p.m. I thought I'd do a quick update. So I'm looking at the Australian dollar, US dollar spot pair at the 30-minute time frame. And we can see that price was rejected here at my 6x return, reward at 0.71457. So I moved my stop from my 3x all the way up a little above 5x, so that in the event price does come down, at least I'll be able to close this out and potentially look for another re-entry for the long side, or if the trend does continue towards the downside, look for a short opportunity there as well. So I have my alarm set here for the rest of the night. Hopefully it does consolidate and this doesn't trigger my alarm, and then retest the 6x level right here. So in any case, if that doesn't happen, my stop is right here to close out my trade, and that would be approximately, so that would be approximately 126 pips. Yeah, so that's it. I'll probably do one more update in the morning if I get stopped out. Otherwise, I'll pause it again, and hopefully I'll pick it up when price is above the 6x level. So I'll be back. Today is Wednesday, February 2nd, and it's 7:13 in the morning. And as shown here, I was stopped out last night. My stop was a little above 5x. Price did come down around 3:30 this morning, and then subsequent to that, price bounces, and it's now trading at above the 6x level of 0.7147145. So this was a good trade. Essentially, I was able to capture 126 pips or $126. I have a zero position. I'm not in the trade anymore. So what I'll look for is for a consolidation or for a potential pullback, and then reassess it at that point for another long position, or if the trend does continue lower, then maybe a short position may open up. So until then, I will end it here, but just backing out at the daily time frame. So we can see that there were 3 consecutive days of a positive return here, and I was fortunate enough to capture or enter the trade when price was below the support resistance level and entered down here at 0.69956, and was fortunate enough to capitalize on this run. So we might see something like this where price starts to fade, consolidate back down here just to cool off, I guess. And then because there is this resistance level up here, so if I move this down here, right? Because there's a lot of resistance at this level here, and then there's support. So even though there's still room for price to move up, then this is an area I would be looking at for a potential opportunity to maybe short it to come back down here around this level. So let me just mark this up here as an area of interest, this area to possibly this area right here. So if price isn't able to get above this level, then I would consider maybe coming down here, or running right back up. So again, it's all a matter of reassessing the setup. So what I'll do is I'll just delete these lines now. This way it's a lot cleaner. And what I'll do is I'll also set an alarm here just to notify me that price is now above a certain level for potential long. So there it is. Yep. So I'll end it here, and then I'll pick it up in the next setup.